Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex from Mutated Percussion. So today we are looking at some Evans drum keys, both past and current. We previously discussed the pull cord key. If you haven't seen it, you can watch it. It was my first video and it was really cringy. But I'm sure that you've also seen me use it in pretty much all my other videos where I'm changing heads. That key is really awesome. I once lost it and had to replace it, and it was like I forgot how to change heads. I have probably become too dependent on it, but I still like using it. We will be going over that key. Anyway, we will be going over that key and all others that Evans has available except for the basic normal key. I didn't really see the point in getting that one since it is almost like every other basic key out there with the exception of the magnet part. And as you saw a moment ago, we will be putting on a new resonant head on my drum set. Without any further delay, let's get fixing. The first key we're going to start out with is the new high tension key. It has a nice rubber grip handle and is curved to be more ergonomic, which is pretty cool. I actually spoke to one of the reps at the Dario Evans booth at PASIC. Anyway, he showed it to me, and I remember being very impressed with it at the time. He said it had yet to be released and was letting me feel it out to the point where I had to make him take it back or I was going to walk away with it and not feel bad about it. That's actually what I told him to. But I went ahead and picked up one of my own with my points. And if you have seen the Drumline Prep series and you have seen me using it on the bass drums here, here's a clip of me using it from that episode. The next key is one that they sadly do not make anymore. It was really handy though when they did make it. The biggest problem with it was that the knife went dull quickly and the springs also went bad and just did not last very long. So it became really floppy. It came with a nice big drum key, which is pretty cool. A knife, as I just showed you, a Phillips screwdriver, which you've seen me use before, and a flathead screwdriver that also has a bottle opener attachment on it. Well, and it has a bottle opener part right here. I think if they could just fix the spring issue and the blade issues with it, they could bring it back and it would be pretty popular. Now we move on to the drill bit key. I've said this before and I will say it again. This is not a drum key I would recommend on using any kind of drum that is not a marching drum. This can mess up your drums if you're not careful with it. That being said, it is great when you're in a pinch, like when you're at a contest and a head breaks in warm-up or if one randomly pops in transit, both of which have happened to me. But going back to the Drumline Prep videos, it is important that you have your lugs lubricated. Otherwise, the tension rods can get stuck.
Just like Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother!
Anyway, along with the small power drill, this is one tool that every drumline instructor should have. Now, finally, for the torque key. I will have to admit, I have no idea how to use this or what makes it so special. So, let's look it up.
The magnetic head torque key has an ergonomic handle for maximum comfort, an adjustable torque setting for accurate tuning, and a drop-forged construction for quality that is guaranteed for life. When putting a new head on, start by making sure each lug is no more than finger tight. Set the tension dial to just above its lowest setting and tension each lug until the handle of the key releases. As with any tuning method, it's best to use a cross-lug tuning sequence to ensure the head tension is properly balanced. Continue to increase the dial tension in small increments while using the same cross-lug tuning sequence until your desired pitch is reached.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my new custom-made head on. Looks like it got a little bit damaged, something. I'm not sure if that was a printing error or what that was, but we're gonna roll with it anyway. I was actually able to get this with my D'Addario points, which is pretty awesome. So in order to put this on, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna utilize both of these keys because according to the video we just watched, it said we had to finger tighten it, which is what this one does, gets it all the way down to finger tight, and then you're supposed to use this key. So we're gonna figure this out. Probably should have put these down sooner, but I didn't want to have to figure out where they go again later. I will admit I am not using the drum dial today because I left it at work. So there's that. All right. I know some of you are probably asking yourself, why are we using this key on a resonant head? Well, because I wanted to make a video at some point putting this on, and I needed a head to change. So I'm like, well, since I have to do both of these, since I want to do both of these, might as well combine them into one. That way it makes it easier. Plus, we'll have other opportunities for other heads. Probably should use the pull string. For all those that are not in content creation, the lights get hot quick, even if they're just like cheap ring lights, which is what I got. All right. So here we go. Let's put this on. Let's try to make sure it's center this time. Last time I didn't have the Evans logo center, so when I put the Yamaha logo on, it became crooked. Okay, line each of these up. All right, now let's tighten these down. Shoot. Not quite center. Close, but not quite. There we go. That looks better. All right, let's fix these back. All right, so now that these are all finger tight, it said to do this on the lowest setting. it goes from 0 to 9. On the directions, it said to do is 0. Well, it said 1 before the lowest setting. And then, but it doesn't say which one's the lowest. It doesn't say if 1 is high or 9 is high. Like, so I'm assuming it's going to be 1. So we're going to go 1 click above that. Till it clicks. Okay. All right. That's kind of cool. All right. I like that. Huh. So as I'm doing this, I'm noticing this is like kind of like another drum dial kind of tool where it helps you make sure that the tension on each lug is even. Instead of just going by feel, which is kind of hard to tell at times. Okay, so then it said to gradually increase until the desired sound is met. Since this is a resonant head, I'll have to flip this over. Let me get that kick pedal. All right, it's not bad. I think the battery head needs to be tuned because I haven't tuned in forever. So, while we got it over here, let's tune that. Let's grab a stick. It's an old school Mike McIntosh stick. I love these things. Once again, I do kind of like them. I like them just because, we'll get into that some other time. All right. All right. Let's go to 1. Okay. See what happens here. Okay. Let's here. All right. All right. All right. So then let's go a bit further. Let's go up to 5. All right. Now let's try that. Let's see where this one is. That's gonna be higher. Okay. All right, let's see what this sounds like now. It's probably going to be a bit higher. Actually, it sounds better. All right, let's check this out. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment. Check out the merch store. Grab yourself a cool shirt, sticker, or whatever. And I will see you next week.